everybody, Frankie Day here. Okay, fellas, it's Thursday night. This is Bill Report number 2. I'm a 1/72 scale USS Drum, Gato class submarine by REVELL. And thus far, the construction, I got the fair water cockpit details inside there all completed. I got the snorkel, I got the radar, I got the periscope, I got the gun rails all installed, everything on there. The entire sail or fair weather, it's all completely assembled, filled, primed, and sanded, and re-primed again, and it's temporary mounted on top of the deck of the of my sub. And I don't know, I ain't too certain if I had the deck in place at the time. I probably did. But the deck's installed. Went on like a dream. Like I say, fellas, you guys got one of these. The trick is take that deck and cement together by itself, not on the model. Because you put it on the model and try to get it stuck as you can be uneven. So put it on a flat surface, the top side down. Then you can be able to maneuver your paint, your glue inside the seams, make it tight. Eventually they'll disappear because you get a fine, detailed wooden deck on here. So also too, fellas, wouldn't hurt to reinforce the joining seams with using strips and pieces of styrene here. Here you go, little pieces of sheet styrene. So you take this, snip off as much as you want, glue it on there. The reinforcement, not bad. Just rule of thumb. Okay, it's gonna be a demo video tonight, fellas. I'm enjoying my vacation right now. I'm in model heaven. Got the Christmas shopping all done, and just kick back and enjoying life as it is. And believe you me, when you're on vacation and working on these models, it don't get any sweeter. Okay, guys, we'll go over here and swing the camera around, and I'll discuss how much I got done on this thing, and return the camera back to yours truly, and finish up the video, and also discuss what's up next. And I think you guys will like this one, so I'll probably be working on that one too. I'm getting kind of like to get something going, you know. And I'm always thinking all the time. Maybe I think too much, but anyway, let's take this camera over here, and we'll take a little gander at the USS Drum. Okay, guys, there she is right there, as you can see. I got it all primed up, and there's a couple of imperfections need to be refilled in again. So, henceforth, fellas, right now this thing is excuse the shakiness, guys. It's not at its final prime right now, and we'll zoom in a little bit and show how much I've done here. Bring back a little hair, guys. Don't want to get too close. It's really hard to judge this thing using a small LED on this thing here as a monitor. I was so used to using a big one, so I had to call my brother up and have him come on down and hook up a big monitor so I can see this thing. And okay, guys, using the same pointer system here. I should have prepared myself up better for this gang. Alright. And you see right here, I got all the, it's all primed and everything. And I shot another coat of primer on it just to make sure that's pretty well filled in with primer all through here. And incidentally, folks, so I've noticed that after the primer dries, this is the idea about priming a model. Right in this area right here, we'll zoom in a little closer here, fellas. I have the imperfection right about here. Right there. So I'm going to take my little palette spatula right here that I've got, and I'm going to take some putty and smooth it in. Always work this way with putty, just like Gary Breaker says. A little goes a long ways, fellas. Not very much, just a little goes a long ways. The main objective is use the less fillers you have to. And you can see the fair water. And we'll zoom in a tad more. There we go. There we are, fellas. As you can see right here, I got all the rails on here. I got the outriggers on here. Here's the radar mast, and you got your snorkel, and you got your periscope, your antennae. You got your direction to find your loops on here in place. You got your radar on here, and also you got your airports through here, discharge chutes, your trunk back here, your stern chute trunks, all installed. As you can see, fellas, how the deck is joined. You can hardly ever see them seams because there's a wooden deck on here. And once this paint is black, this ain't gonna disappear. And we'll zoom out a little bit here. And we'll go forward a little bit, get my big mug out of the way. Working at the bow. That's what I like about this feature, fellas. Is diving planes. They come down for diving. We come to the surface. They're retracted back inside the fuselage hull. And this is all going to be painted red oxide at the bottom. And it'll be black all the way top from the load water line up the limber holes. And all through here, your ballast ports all the way aft to here. And it's going to be painted all black. But anyway, folks, what I'm going to do right now before I proceed any further, let me back this camera up a little bit, guys. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Okay. Got my sub and me in here too. And what I'm going to do is, after this thing is completely primed, this ain't the final priming right now. So I got more parts and pieces to put on this thing. So I'm going to let this thing set overnight and get started on something else this evening after this video. But I'm going to let the thing dry out a little bit and then come back. I'm going to do some refilling in the areas I showed you it needs to be refilled in a little bit. And so I got the rest of the major parts to put on it. And once it's all done, I'm going to give it the final couple. I'm going to give it 3 more coats of primer and let it dry 24 hours. And I'll come back, take an airbrush. I already got me some paint at the Ace Hardware using these those big old pint tins you buy. I got me some flat black, and I mix just a little bit of blue in that black, not very much, just a little bit to retard that black a little bit. And I'm going to airbrush this whole entire sub, get about 5-6 coats of that paint so it's all black. Then I'm going to mask off the water line, which is going to be anti-fouling red oxide. On top, the rest is going to be black. And using a wash of white and green together, airbrush, dry brush, and also use of a lot of washes here and there, will give the bottom of the hull age and usage and immersion of salt water. And from above, that's going to be all airbrushed too and everything, using different types of grays. So it's going to be a very interesting paint scheme like that of my my Class 7C boat, U-boot, 547, which I got up there. I think I made a couple of videos of that. I think you fellas probably seen that already. But I got some builds of the past coming up. I'll commence that tomorrow. So I've been promising you guys about the Arizona, the scratch built one I built. I built this one 30 years ago. And this is a little bit bigger than the trumpeter kit. And this is detailed, or even more detailed. And everything is built out of paper. And just a little wood once in a while, a little bit of paper, whatever I get my hands on. Built from plans for the floating dry dock. And so I got that coming up. I got a lot more builds of past coming up I'm bringing in. So keep you guys amused, interested. It's winter time and snow's on its way. So I'm on vacation. I'm going to start building models, enjoy myself. Okay, guys, I think that'll be it for this evening. This is video number 2 of my USS Drum, Gato class submarine. And I shall resume on this probably by Saturday. I should have this thing completely built and final primed, ready for the final painting. Because this is a fast build, fellas. It's not much to build a big boat. Not much at all. And ain't much to it. Like I say, with this kit, it's only size. So it's going to require a lot of paint. Alright, guys. So stay tuned for my next build I'll be doing. Oh, incidentally, Steve of Cutler's, Jake Cutler, your Dakota Group build. Tomorrow I'm starting on my Airfix kit. It's right over here. And I built one of these gyms about almost 60 years ago when I built it when the kit first came out. And I was a slow modeler back then. It only took me about a week to build it. But I should have it took me about a week to get this thing done, all painted and ready for final reveal. So I promise you, dear sir, I will get this thing started tomorrow, and it'll be done at the end of this month. And thank you very much for the extension time on it. I just fell behind between the Arizona and the Alabama and preparing for Christmas and everything and working. It's hoy day, just out of sight, out of mind for a while, but not forgotten. So tomorrow I'll turn to on that Airfix C-47 Dakota. And thank you again for your patience, Stevie. Alright boys, back here again. We're ready to fudge out right now. It's Frankie Day signing off. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. May God bless and make Mama happy. And I want you guys to have a very Merry Christmas. And stay tuned for video number 2 for this evening. The next build I'll be doing. Okay guys, we'll see you next video. Bye fellas.